After a dramatic and competitive regular season in the ACC, it all comes down to this: the conference championship game, a battle for the trophy that also carries serious college football playoff implications. The ACC championship is on the line here. It's the Clemson Tigers against the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by my fellow Colorado grad, Joel Klatt. And Holly Rowe is patrolling the sidelines for us. Hey, Holly.
Hey, guys. Checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. His message to his team was, this is much more than just a top 15 matchup. He understands that whoever wins this game has a chance to shape the playoff bracket. And while they don't want to keep their eyes on that big prize and take it one play at a time, he wants his team to know what's on the line here today. Nice?
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Now moving the receiver now before the snap. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Now here he goes. And he goes out of bounds just short of the 40.
Wow, Chris, they come out of the gate swinging, and like Mike Tyson said, this defense, you've got to plan until you get punched in the face. Well, consider that the first punch to the face. Beautiful throw by the quarterback and a huge gain for the offense.
That massive play moves it across midfield to the plus 42. First down. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Makes the catch. Can he get in?
That is a big conversion on 3rd down, in particular in this area of the field. It looked like that defense was going to force a field goal opportunity. Now you're set up with 1st and goal. You got to punch this one into the end zone. Pay off that nice 3rd down conversion.
The Hurricanes looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Start than that in a championship game. Right out of the gate, Joe, executing beautifully, and they draw first blood with that long drive.
Chris, it's goal number 1 for your offense to go out there, establish a rhythm, but try to get that first score of the game. That's exactly what they're able to do. Here's what I loved about it was the execution. Quarterback played well, offensive line played well, right down the field. What great rhythm they established here on the first drive.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
This is a no-chance play as a quarterback. This defensive end is getting off the ball so quickly. He is electric. That first step, he gets to the quarterback so quick, he's got nothing to do but protect the football. And thankfully for the offense, he's able to do so.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
When we talked with the coaches, they said this was their concern. Their offensive line trying to hold up against this pass rush. And here, right away, they've got the quarterback under duress.
We'll see if he can make a play on this return. Offense retakes the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. And the tailback's got it again. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a 1st down and a new set of downs. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, it's another 1st down on this series, and they're doing a great job. This quarterback continues to see the defense really well and get the ball out on time. Now, once you're in the scoring area, you just can't take a sack and don't force the ball down the field.
And the Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the single back takes the handoff. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. And he's in. A strong touchdown run. Touchdown, Hurricanes. So the explosive touchdown play by this elite running back. We knew coming in, Joel, this was the guy who's got to carry this offense, and wow, has he stepped up.
I'm so impressed when we all know who the guy is going to be. He's the focal point of the offense. Guess who knew that? The defense, and yet they still can't stop him. That's how good he is and how good they are in front of him on the O-line. Terrific job by this group. Great game plan, and obviously getting your star going, that's a huge plus.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Throws to the tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring it down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another 1st down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. It's caught, and he's got a lane. He goes out of bounds, spotted just short of the 20. So they get a big gain by feeding the speedy wide receiver, Joel. They told us they were going to do this. It makes sense. Get him the ball however you can.
Well, I really love that they're doing it with the RPO because that puts the defense in conflict, and then you can utilize that speed, and he's got more space to operate. The only thing the quarterback's got to make sure of, Chris, is delivering an accurate throw because, remember, timing plus ball placement, that equals yards after the catch.
Stabbed out of the air with one hand. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. So it's 2nd down and 9. The completion not producing much there on 1st down. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. As we take a break for the quarter, it's Miami on top. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
I love these drag routes from the slot receiver, and it takes a wide receiver that has a feel for space and coverage. He's got to understand whether it's man or zone. If it's man, put your chin in your shoulder and keep running through the green grass. If it's zone, settle down in the soft spot and give the numbers to the quarterback.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Catch made on the out route. Tackle is made, but that's good for a 1st down to the 47. They continue to feed their reliable wide receiver. Joe, he told us he came to this program to play for a championship, and he's got his opportunity here.
This has just been such a tremendous fit. You come in here, obviously this program wanted to target the wide receiver position and bring someone in to solidify the outside. Meanwhile, he wanted to come in and compete for a championship, get more opportunities and more targets. All of those things have happened.
So the catch sets up second and very short and plenty of options for the offense. And the quarterback dropping back. Blitz and a quick sack. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Heading left after the handoff. Tackled short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and 1.
Chris, I would go for this. Every program uses analytics, and most analytics would tell you in this down and distance, you would go for it in this field position.
Coach decides to go for it on this 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Goes out of bounds. The ball spotted now at midfield.
Chris, this is what I love about the RPO. Look at this. It's just an easy concept, but if you make the right read, you get it on the left flat, and it's a nice little completion.
Offense in a good spot here on 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard completion. Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. Third down play for this offense. So now Miami will use their first timeout. Strategy session before this 3rd down play. Receivers are bunched together. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's stopped right at the line. That's sure tackling.
Chris, I think that's smart from the offense and this quarterback. You don't want to force the football across the chains just to get the first down. Get a completion and create a scenario where you can go for it on 4th. And here inside of 2 yards, I would certainly be aggressive.
The offense will stay on the field for this 4th down attempt. Back to throw again. This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a 4th down stop. So the defense gets a stop. Offense turns it over on downs.
What a tremendous stop by this defense, and that's the type of play that can be really demoralizing as an offense, because remember, you're going to head into the locker room, and you're going to think about what you left on the field. That's clearly a possession they feel like they can cut into the lead.
Makes the catch. It's Fletcher. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The Hurricanes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking deep down the right side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
You quarterbacks out there, when you're throwing the football down the field, you cannot let your eyes track the ball. You've got to keep your eyes on the target. Like shooting a 3-pointer, you keep your eyes on the rim. If you keep your eyes on the target, that ball is going to fall perfectly into place. A lot of times when your eyes go up, you tend to overthrow it like we see here.
Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. On the move now. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17. Now the Canes will go ahead and spend their second timeout here. They still have one more in their pocket for the rest of the half. The Canes with 1st and 10 here. Increasing out motion from the offense. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
They decide to go pass heavy here in the red zone, and that's 2 incompletions, and now you've got 3rd and long. Now you're going to put a lot of pressure on that offensive line to hold up in pass protection against this pass rush. That's what I'm worried about.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, this group is so good. You give them just a little bit of momentum, they're going to take it, they're going to use it to build a big lead, and that's what they've done. And now this is a precarious situation. Unless you get a score going the opposite direction, this one could get out of hand.
Good job dealing with the footing. BAT is good. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Looking to throw it on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a 1st down.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early 1st downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. Looking for a receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Breaks 1 tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. Clemson calls their 2nd timeout. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. Time enough for 1 more play in the half. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Here comes the rush. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the 1st half of play. Canes will kick this away to start the 2nd half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. first play of the third quarter is a handoff. The gain moves the ball to a 34. And the Tigers come up to the line in the hurry-up.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. So now Miami will use their first timeout.
Well, that is too easy right down the center of that defense. Great job by this offensive line, in particular in the middle of that offensive line. Guard, center, guard. Getting the job done, covering up color, and that's an easy run for a big gain from this back.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap. He's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Just a bad mistake, Chris. To start the second half, you want to put together a drive, go down and get points. The coaches talk about the middle 8, last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half as a period that they have to win. This is a huge setback for them.
That play moves the ball across midfield to be set up with a first down at the 41. They continue to lean on the running back. He's had a solid game. And when you're ahead on the scoreboard, Joe, you'll love to be able to just turn and hand the ball off to a guy like this.
Well, Chris, this is certainly their DNA as a program. You're going to try to ride those body blows that you had early in this game to more sustained success later in the game. Look for them to continue to lean into this run game. And as we've seen in previous weeks, that's when they really start chewing up the yardage. Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down, and here the defense does a great job on first down, bowing up and stopping the run, and that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. That'll bring up fourth down.
Well, it's tough for a quarterback on third and long, but they just don't get the protection right here. There's nobody open. The offense is not executing at a high level. They need to get routes right at the stick so the quarterback can get the ball out of his hands.
It's a booming punt, showcasing the leg strength. And that punt carries into the end zone, so a touchback. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. And looking to throw now on first down. Coming after him. Oh, and he'll be dropped behind the line, a sack.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell he's not very comfortable, and he's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start and where he should go with the football, and because of that, the indecision leads to a sack. He really needs to start locating the safety right at the snap to understand the coverage that he sees.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And he'll drop back here on third down. Here's the throw deep downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Defense is playing well in all areas here. First, the pressure on the quarterback. He's clearly hurried, and because of that, I didn't feel like this was the best read. He just kind of jumps at it and throws it right into double coverage.
Can they catch him? Touchdown, Miami. A huge special teams score.
What a weapon it is to have a guy that can go back, catch a punt, and take it the distance for a touchdown. Great job by his teammates. You see a couple of those blocks bringing him free, and then once he's in the clear, that is just great athleticism and speed all the way to the end zone. What an incredible return.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Brown. Oh, and he's got some space here. They finally get him, but that's a great return. The last line of coverage guys just able to corral him, but a great spot to start this drive. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
A big tight end who can run after the catch, Chris, that is every quarterback's dream. All you got to do is hit him in stride, and he does the rest. This guy is sensational.
Wideouts now clustered. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. He's hit as he throws it. That's reeled in. It's Moore. He goes out of bounds, but they're just outside the 10. An explosive play for this passing game, and now, Joel, they're suddenly set up in the red zone.
Chris, they've got to capitalize on this drive. Now they've got an opportunity. You got to put this ball into the end zone. Remember, as a quarterback, you got to think touchdown, check down. Be aggressive with the football down the field, but if it's not there, check it down and continue to move forward. You got to be safe with this ball, not put it in harm's way.
And the pressure's on. Receiver grabs it. Tackle is made, but the ball is spotted at the 4. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, that is not what you want on 3rd down. Terrible execution. This offense has got to be better moving forward. They're not going to win this game unless they get some 3rd down conversions.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The first play of the drive now, the 25. An inside give now from the shotgun. Oh, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Take a break for the quarter. It's Miami on top. And they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's review how we got here. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. With the catch, it's Jacobs. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
They better find a way to pressure this quarterback because he's just sitting back there with nobody in his face. If he's got time, he's going to rip them apart, and he does here on third down. They're able to move the chains. This is a nice job, yes, but the defense has got to change something up front.
The Hurricanes line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking for some space. It's Fletcher. Strong defense. They stop him right near the line of scrimmage.
The mark of a great running back is a guy that can make one miss. There's always going to be one player that is going to be your responsibility as a running back. And here, the corner is unblocked. They're in space. You got to make him miss. Be elusive. Corner does a nice job there getting him down to the ground.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Sees an opening. Who's in the clear? Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. And the tight end continues to make an impact. They've got the lead. They're down here in scoring position. He's already found the end zone, Joe. You lean on this guy that you trust.
Well, I would certainly trust him if he's in single coverage. And so if you come out and it's man-to-man, I would target that tight end in a heartbeat. Now, if they double cover him, go elsewhere. Maybe run the football or even go to the opposite side. But if he's single covered, he gets the ball.
Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 8.
You know, I don't think there's any better feeling for a head coach than having a big lead in the fourth quarter and just ripping off big runs late in the game. You know you're going to continue to move the chains, continue to keep your offense on the field, and you're about to be in the locker room with a win.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
Man, this is tough sledding down here when you get into these goal-to-go situations, continuing to try to run the football. It is about movement and leverage. This offensive line has got to get low. They got to keep those legs moving, and these running backs, I tell you what, get behind your pads and get physical.
Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, as an offense, this is a tough position to be in on the field. You don't have a lot of space because of the back of the end zone. I like crossing routes in this situation. Get your tight ends, your backs, your slot receivers moving across the field on this third down.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They continue to roll up the score.
Just so difficult to stop this group. They are so good, and now a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This one seems like it's over.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Clemson, 10.
Returner decides to field it. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
A good rule of thumb for a quarterback is when you see a safety blitz, whether it's the free safety or the strong safety, replace the blitz with the ball. I don't think the quarterback ever saw it here. His recognition pre-snap, not very high.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
This is good situational defense from this secondary. You can tell that they want to force the ball down the field. And obviously, with this clock situation, they need to, but they're forced to check it down to the back. These defensive backs just need to continue to stay deeper than the deepest and force the quarterback into these safe passing scenario.
Breaks it. Here he goes. Out past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Way too much speed on that play.
Well, they finally get some success and cut into this lead, but it might be too little too late at this point. Probably need a couple of onside kicks. There's just not that many possessions left in the game.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the point after makes it a 35-17 deficit. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Well, this was their only hope. They had to get an onside kick. They're down by so much. Chris, it's just such a low percentage play. And a good job by the hands team on the opposite side covering this one up.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
This is exactly what pops up on film and preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Clemson calls their second timeout. They've still got one more left to work with.
With one timeout on that opposite side, there is still a chance that they could get a stop and get the ball back. But if you run this football and you get the first down, victory is yours.
He's got the first and still going. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone. And the Canes will line up on 1st and 10. The shotgun running play call. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Achievement this conference championship, not just because it means getting a championship ring, but what it means to the playoff committee. And both these coaches, Joe, told us they think winning this game should be more than enough to get into that bracket.
Yeah, I totally agree with them, Chris. I think winning this game should send a strong message to that committee in terms of the playoff that they're creating. And this is a group that I would not want to play. You think about what we saw today and the rhythm that they built, the momentum that they've created. This is a team that could be dangerous moving forward.
That'll wrap up our coverage of this conference championship game. Next stop, the college football playoff.